Oh, okay, I see live.
Yeah.
Okay.
But is there another button that I have to?
Oh, I don't think so. I think that's
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. You ready?
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Hi, Sarah. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. I see you're 16 weeks now.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm getting really excited.
Yeah. Are things starting to kind of feel real?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been really good because my family's been spoiling me a lot
Oh, nice.
and has been feeding me for two.
Oh,
And I haven't had to do a lot of stuff. I've been waited on a lot, and it's been really good.
okay. All right. Well, you have a lot of family in town.
I do, yeah, and they've
Yeah.
all been really good coming over and doing housework for us, and if I'm thirsty or hungry, they go get it for me if they're over, and my husband's been doing the same thing, so it's just been really good.
Okay. So have you been making any of the choices on your own, or are they just kind of feeding you things that they think you'll like, or?
Yeah, I think because, I didn't feel great at the beginning of the pregnancy. Now
Mhm.
they're just sort of like, what sounds good? What do you want to eat? And so I've been eating a lot of like food that I think will give me lots of calories for baby. Like,
Okay.
I've been really craving like quesadillas and cheeseburgers.
Okay. Okay.
And then if I have snacks, my family's been giving me like chips.
Okay. So last time we talked a little bit about nutrition, and I think our plan today was to talk a little bit more about exercise and diet. Does that sound okay to you?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So have you been able to get out much and be active?
No.
Okay, okay. So yeah, so I did notice that you have put on about 20 pounds so far, and it sounds like people are just wanting to feed you and take good care of you, and that's really wonderful. We should all be so lucky to have family so supportive. But just we sort of look at pregnancy also as a time where we can talk about some things like healthful behaviors, and just kind of look at that a little bit. So I was wondering, you're eating some fast food on a daily basis, or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually. Yeah.
Okay. So I think a lot of us grow up the eating for two. A lot of us grow up thinking that that's sort of the way to do it, or feeding another person. But a maybe a different way to kind of look at that is growing a new person. And when we're trying to grow something, we want to give it the most nutrients and the best things we can.
Okay.
And I maybe especially older folks might not realize that we probably don't need as many more calories as we think we do in pregnancy. We really typically only need an extra 300 calories a day, which I like to say that's the equivalent of a yogurt and a cheese stick, really.
Oh,
So yeah, so a lot of it is, not having some of the things that we like and that comfort us and feel good, but to try to maybe get the nutrients first, and then after
um,
that, just sort of take that calorie piece into account.
okay.
Does that
So
make
look
sense?
at more what I'm eating and is it nutritious for baby as opposed to just getting the extra calories in for both of us.
Exactly, exactly. And so there's a couple of different ways to go about that. One technique is to sort of try to get a rainbow each day, because the colorful foods typically have more nutrients and a variety of nutrients. So if you can incorporate, maybe like some strawberries and some carrots and maybe yellow peppers, and that's a good way to sort of go about it without having to put too much thought into it. And then, women who gain or are heavier and during pregnancy to begin with, and then become heavier throughout the pregnancy, there are, some additional risk factors. And one of those is gestational diabetes. And so I was wondering if you would be okay with doing an early gestational diabetes screen today, just to make sure that that's not going on for you.
Yeah, if that's something that would cause an issue for me or my baby, of course, yeah.
Okay, great. And then, I would love to just let you know that, our goal here is for me to support you and guide you on this journey. And I hope that you feel like you can be open and ask lots of questions and use this as an opportunity and not feel judged or criticized when you come in. Yeah.
Okay.
Does that sound okay to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So before the next visit, have you ever heard of diet journaling or kind of keeping a food diary? No.
Oh, food diary. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's something that I might encourage sort of for both food and activity. Personally, when I've done it myself, it's kind of eye-opening. You think, oh yeah, I'm eating all these great things and getting activity. And then when we sort of review it, it's a good way to sort of find easy ways to help ourselves by plugging in different things or removing different things rather than making big radical changes all at once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should I be going for like a walk, or should I try to exercise heavily, or?
Yeah, so the exercise journaling, that's a good way to keep track of that. But typically you want to do about 30 minutes a day of some pretty vigorous exercise, about 5 days a week, so most days a week. And if that seems just, and currently, you said you're not really getting out too much.
Nope.
Yeah. So do you feel like you have time to do that, or just, what? Not
Maybe I could
really.
encourage my family to walk with me instead of trying to feed me. That's how we could be together. We could go for a walk around the block or something together.
Yeah, and you can easily start, small like that. It doesn't have to be like you go out today and, go jog 30 minutes. It can start out like, walk around the block, do 10 minutes, and then maybe work up to it. But I think getting your family to work out with you is a fantastic idea.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can all get healthier together.
Yeah.
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 And do you have questions for me?
I don't think so. I think that's it. You covered everything.
Okay. All right. Well, also, when we see the result from the diabetes screen, I'll of course let you know about that. But one other thing that I might suggest is we usually send women who do have gestational diabetes for a dietitian consult, but they're actually available to anyone. And it might be a good time to just go and chat with someone. And they actually have little food portions where they can show you like what's a typical portion of like meat or cheese or fruit, things like that. And it's been really eye-opening for others in the past. Is that something you'd be okay me scheduling you for?
Sure.
Okay, great. So we'll see you back in 4 weeks.
Okay.
And by then you should probably start feeling baby move as well. So,
oh, yay.
Yeah. And if not, don't worry. It's not the same for everyone, but about 20 weeks we usually are feeling some movement. So something to look forward to.
Yay. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
You bet.